I'm Gangster Nate from Lueders Park.
I'm CJ from Mob Piru. We're on Stockton and Diane. Basically for Mob Piru, this is the center of activity for us growing up throughout the 70s, 80s. Pretty much probably changed from us being here in the 80s, late 80s. So homies have started branching out to different locations in the sector of the neighborhood. They kind of went into the projects on Bullis Road, and they set up, a little precinct in there, Mob Piru. But you also had Lueders Park Pirus in there at the same time, functioning with the Mob Pirus. They went up by Louis Burgers, which they considered the tops. When I first got affiliated was 1977. 1977. I was 15 years old. At that time, I was actually coming from By-Akins on my bike. And I came down Stockton, I turned down Diane, which is this street here, and it takes me out to Bradfield. And when I got out to Bradfield, this is when I seen my older homies coming back, who I spoke about, the Jordan family. You had Big Junebug, his sisters, Patricia, which was Pat. There was another one, I can't remember. No, it was PK Lele, Patricia. And they were coming back from the park. An incident had occurred at the park. There was a physical altercation. And I remember the girls, some of the girls were swollen up, like literally, like beat up. And it was like, fuck, what the fuck is happening with this? So the homies were saying, the older homies at that time were saying, we're mob now. So, of course, I hear that, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? And these are the guys that I pretty much grew up with, because we come around here, and as a kid, my mom used to tell me, don't go around that corner when I would leave the house, but I would come this way. And through that, now I understand why she was saying it, because through that, it led me to a whole different way of life, a lot of incarceration, a lot of, violent activities, things and so on and so forth that I had gotten myself involved in, and Nate as well.
Well, in 1974, when I came, I was like 13 years old. When I came Pearl Street, I moved over here on Ward Street right here. And it's all Lueders Park. All this was Lueders Park. Everything was Lueders Park. Then it separated, you know what I'm saying? Then it came the mob, then it came different cliques, you know what I'm saying? Different cliques. Then in 1979, when they, little thing, the homies got to it with each other, Lueders Park against the mob. So me initially, I stayed from my ground from Lueders Park. I was claiming Lueders Park mob, but I'm Lueders Park OG off the top.
The situation that occurred, right? But then it really wasn't like a big, major explosion to where we was just really trying to get at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because there was still big time Lueders Park Pirus over here. You had the Robinson family. You had Big Smiley Robinson, Kenny Robinson, their little brother. You had Big Ronnie Bojangles. The Robinson's little brother,
Red Dog.
Danny. You had Red Dog. Red Dog was down here.
Stockton Street.
Right, on Stockton. You had, we had Big Teddy, we had DK, Butch Lano, Big Frank Brown that lived here. All these dudes were big time dudes, you know what I'm saying? And we were young, and they were big time hustlers, you know what I'm saying? And this is kind of how we learned how to get money and have money. I mean, you would have dice games here on each corner, music, people eating, having good times. Right. And you could come down the street, you know what I'm saying, during that time, and you can get anything from a gram of anything to a pound of anything. Everybody would come over here. We had homies coming over here from the park, interacting, socializing, hanging out with us. Stanley Pitts, Elliot Ness, Twin would come over.
Time Bomb.
We was all over here, we was functioning. We was
Yes.
functioning, you know what I'm saying? We was functioning, the Lime Hoods was functioning over here with us. We was functioning over there with the Lime Hoods. We functioning with the Cross Atlantics. The Cross Atlantics is over here functioning with us. Elms Lanes, we all functioning. The Holly Hoods, we all functioning together.
Family.
It was
Elm
family.
Lanes.
Yeah, it was just East Side Pirus. Nobody
Side.
really tripping on, oh, he from the Mob, he from Lime Hood, he from Cross Atlantic.
right there.
So he from Lueders. And no, we wasn't doing none of that. You know, we was all united, you know what I'm saying? We was all functioning together and we all had each other's back.
Nate, since you go back to 74, did you ever cross paths with Bartender?
Yes, I have. He's my G homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to him. He was one of my G homeboys. Barry, Big Keith, all East Side, everything East Side. Number East Side.
Was Bartender the first one to get killed over here?
Well, I can specifically say that.
I think it was Ray.
Oh no, Clifford Thomas.
Right.
There you go.
Clifford Thomas was the first
There
one.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was like 73, I think.
Right, we were really young, and
Yes.
if my recollection is right, I think Ray was stabbed with a bottle or something.
Yeah, he was stabbed at a little party.
A party or something with a
Yeah.
bottle.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Did you know him?
Pee Wee's brother, I think.
Clifford Ray Thomas. They called him.
That's Ray.
Ray.
That's Ray.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. He used to stay, as a matter of fact, they had a house by Foster, right in front of Foster when they was younger. They had a house right there.
Was it for a minute just East Side Piru?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Two little cliques, came in. Or a little clique. I mean, Elm Lane, Mob, Hollywood, Cross Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood.
What order, if you can remember, like what order did they come
Well,
out?
I would say that, you know what I'm saying, not to, and to have equality in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to start like trying to put somebody first before somebody else. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? It's inaccurate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it, I say, well, it had to be like simultaneously within the same realm of time. It had to be within like 6 months. It had to be within, because when we sprung up, I was on my way to high school at that time. I was going into Dominguez, I'm just leaving Whaley Junior High School, going into the 10th grade. So when I get to Dominguez, they had already fired up Lime Hood. So Lime Hood did come up during, I would say 78.
78. So you were in the 10th grade in 78?
Yeah, I just went to Dominguez.
Okay,
yeah.
so was Mob out when you were at Whaley?
It had just begun.
9th grade?
Ninth grade.
9th grade.
9th grade, I was just leaving
So was
Whaley.
that 77?
77, yeah.
Okay.
77, yeah.
When did you first hear of Cross Atlantic?
I would say late 70s. Late 70s. We all sprung up. This is the thing. Okay, we had the park. We got the park. That's the foundation. We're not going to take that out of it again.
Lueders Park.
Period.
Lueders Park is mothership.
So now you got everybody at the park. You got homies from the Mob at the park. You got homies from Cross Atlantic at the park. You got homies from Limewood at the park. You got homies from Hollywood at the park. You got homies from Elms Lane at the park. You know what I'm saying? But as we kicking it and growing up and doing things with one another, and you start to establish things in your own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, we just gonna be here now. We're gonna still go over to the park and hang out and function, but we're gonna pretty much be in our hood, in our sector, holding down what we supposed to be holding down. Like the Lime Hoods held that down. Cross Atlantic held that down. Hollywood held that down. We held this down. Elms Lane held that down.
Who would you say were the founders or the guys that decided to establish Mob Piru back in, I guess, 77?
Well, the founders were, again, Barry Jordan and his family down on the other end of the block. You had Red Dog, the Thea's family, that goes all the way down to Zeke. Big Teddy was his uncle. You had Butch and Lano here. We had Big Buddha, Hill Bill. We had Lil Howard.
Lil Howard, yeah. Gang,
We had Mooney Bumps right here.
Fred.
Fred, we had Fred right here, Mooney Bumps
Howard,
right
you know
here.
what I'm
Yeah, it was a lot of.
You know what I'm saying?
But they were basically they were Stockton Street Mob though. They wasn't Stockton Street Pirus. Myself and the other homies under me, we kind of took that into Piru.
Okay.
And originally it was Stockton Street Mob.
Okay.
Period.
Exactly.
Period. That's what it was. And these were the older homies. These were our older, bigger homies.
And Stockton Street.
This is Stockton
This
Street.
is Street, right? We're standing on
We're
Stockton
standing
Street.
on Stockton
Exactly.
Street right
Okay.
now. And keeping it 100, you know what I'm saying? We was doing our shit. you know what I'm saying, protecting our area, you know what I'm saying, making sure we were all safe, you know, homies, homegirls, you know, everybody was safe, making sure if somebody was short on something, you know what I'm saying, and they needed some extra dollars, we made sure that we had that to help in any way that we could.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Like and comment below to give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related videos to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description and listen to our weekly podcast, The Gangster Chronicles, every Thursday. And thanks for watching StreetTV.net.